Deadlox MC is going to be pushed to the side for now.
I stopped making Minecraft videos for a while because I stopped wanting to make that type of content.
Minecraft in itself, you can only play it for so long. I'm just creatively exhausted at this point.
Every few years, Minecraft content on YouTube has a resurgence, spotlighting new creators who rack up the views in the millions. Today, those creators are Dream, Technoblade, and George Not Found. But back in my day, and excuse the boomerism, we had SkyDoesMinecraft, Bajan Canadian, and Captain Sparkles. For some, creating on YouTube can lead to a long-lasting internet career, but for others, the YouTube fame is fleeting, especially in a category like gaming. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the golden era, or more appropriately titled the butter era, of Minecraft content on YouTube. The butter era encompasses the time period between 2013 and 2016, in which Minecraft content on YouTube was enormous. This time period was characterized by the rise of creators such as Bajan Canadian, JeromeASF, and SkyDoesMinecraft. It was also a time that a YouTube group called Team Crafted was formed. From Bodil 40 parkour maps to 700 episodes of survival games, these creators were pumping out daily Minecraft content like it was nobody's business. Could the tactics that lifted these creators to the spotlight also be the cause of their downfall? During the golden era of Minecraft, sustainability was difficult with an algorithm that was so fickle. If creators could not evolve their content or grow up with their audience, it was very difficult to maintain a platform that lasted long after the eventual decline of Minecraft. Before we dive into our where are they nows of Minecraft YouTubers, I want to touch on a couple of factors that I think might have played into their downfall. When I say sustainability, I don't mean, someone's ability to make YouTube into their career. I am specifically referring to the creator being able to keep up with the demands of the algorithm. YouTube and its algorithm at the time, and some could argue so even now, promoted an incredibly unsustainable environment for their content creators. To reward creators for pumping out videos non-stop and not taking breaks is to have an incredibly unsustainable environment that leads to the burnout and depletion of mental health of their creators. Anyone who was trying to be a YouTuber at the time knew that one key piece of success was to upload daily videos. While uploading daily was not the single tactic to catapulting you to YouTube success, many, if not all of the successful creators at the time were posting daily or even twice daily videos with little regard to the quality of each video. I'm not saying their videos were bad, but it's hard to find something unique about 700 videos of survival games. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to fault creators for pumping out low quality daily videos. It comes down to YouTube and the toxic hustle culture that's super prevalent on the internet. Kaya Uref writes, for YouTube creators in particular, attempts to cope with the burden of a seemingly limitless demand for content can lead to a different kind of stress. YouTubers fear that not uploading videos consistently could disappoint their fans or potentially hurt their chances of being recommended by YouTube's algorithm. As I mentioned before, the YouTube algorithm is extremely fickle. Nowadays, you're hearing about YouTube unsubscribing you from your favorite creators, and at the time, you would hear about videos not being pushed out to sub boxes. In addition, many creators fear the algorithm is super punishing if you take a break at all. Patricia Hernandez writes, YouTube, as a platform, is doing virtually nothing to create a culture that makes creators feel safe enough to take a break, or to create audiences who don't expect a constant stream of content. After all, when you finish a video, the platform automatically starts loading a new one. Across YouTube, creators talk about their hesitancy towards taking breaks. PewDiePie took a break in 2019.
I am taking break from YouTube next year. I wanted to say it in advance because I made up my mind. I'm tired. I'm feeling very tired. I don't know if you can tell.
Even YouTube's biggest creators are tired. Oftentimes when creators would go on vacation, they would pre-record videos so their audience wouldn't go any amount of time without having new content to watch. Dan TDM spoke about his experiences posting 2 videos a day.
2 videos a day. Like, what was your life like at that time?
Wake up, make videos, go sleep, I guess. Like if we had something planned to go out for just a day, I'd have to make 4 videos the day before to make sure I had the 2 for the day off.
And despite YouTube saying that they encourage their creators to take a break, that is not entirely supported by the algorithm. YouTube shares that creators who take breaks oftentimes come back to more views when they return. Yet, at the same time, the algorithm rewarded creators for posting daily, or sometimes even twice daily. Even the platform's features itself promote consuming more and more content by automatically loading a new video after you finish your last one. YouTube is sending out mixed signals here, and it can really hurt their content creators. And it's incredibly difficult because creators are freelancers. There's no unions, they don't receive insurance from YouTube, they are sometimes solely dependent on YouTube for money. And it seems like creators don't get any say when it comes to YouTube changing the algorithm or making changes to their platform at all. The fact that YouTube's algorithm can one day decide not to push your videos anymore, or even go so far as to unsubscribe viewers from your channel, is incredibly problematic for their content creators. Creators are human beings, they're not content factories. They deserve an environment that's sustainable enough for them to work in. Something that I do need to mention in this section, though I won't go super deep into it, is the parasocial relationships that YouTube can create. Parasocial relationships are one-sided relationships where one person extends emotional energy, interest, and time. The other party, the persona, is completely unaware of the other's existence. While parasocial relationships are common with celebrities, I think YouTube takes it a step further because these creators are oftentimes ordinary people. In gaming especially, I think people can easily develop these parasocial relationships because they can interact more readily than with celebrities and, other creators. Your audience can play with you in lobbies, which further develops that parasocial relationship. Something that I feel is very specific to YouTube as well is that I feel like audiences feel as though they're owed this content from their favorite creator. And creators really don't want to let them down, which is why they're pre-recording videos before they go on vacation and uploading daily and trying not to let down their fans when YouTube is creating these parasocial relationships that just aren't healthy. Ultimately, I don't want to put the entire blame on YouTube because I do feel there is some audience responsibility here in, these parasocial relationships. So I thought that it was important to mention in this section. I'm bringing this up because it kind of fits in this section is personas. When many YouTubers hit the record button, they start to play a role, typically using a persona that they have created for their channel. For HuskyMudKipz, he felt the pressure to be a family-friendly creator, this child entertainer, like someone you would see on Nickelodeon.
I'd been making YouTube videos for so long, and I'd been making them in a certain type of way, and I had gotten myself into this mindset of, oh, you have to make child-friendly videos, and you have to be like a kid's entertainer. Like, that's specifically what I thought in my head, is like, I have to make sure that I'm somebody you want to see on Nickelodeon. And I gotta be honest with you, I don't think I need to be that type of person. I don't think I need to.
I think when creators invent these personas, it can become confusing for them where the persona ends and where their real person begins. And creators, like celebrities, are held to these incredibly high standards and expectations. So when they don't want to have this persona anymore, they oftentimes face backlash.
I want to get to a stage of YouTube where I am myself again, if that makes sense, because playing it's not really fair to say a character, but an altered version of yourself for so many years, trying to be family friendly and this, that, and the other. It's like, it's tough, man.
Listen to my song Masks.
I haven't experienced anything like this for myself, but I did want to bring it up because I thought for gaming especially, this is incredibly relevant. It also seemed like the algorithm really rewarded creators for sticking to one niche, specifically in gaming, one game. Many of the biggest Minecraft creators at the time made their entire identity around Minecraft. And if you look at some of these YouTubers' channels, you'll see a drastic difference in views between a Minecraft video and a video where they play a different game. And while they don't explicitly state that the algorithm rewards niche locking, the YouTube Creator Academy states, when creators first start out, many assume it's best to make their videos appeal to the broadest audience possible. However, we've seen creators find success by tapping into a smaller, passionate niche community. I think the key phrase here, and something that we're going to come back to later in the video, is the phrase when creators first start out. Many of these creators played Minecraft until they were in the millions of subscribers. And while Minecraft is seemingly endless in the things that you can do in the game, many can still get tired of it.
Minecraft is something I don't think I'm too interested in. I love SMPs with good friends, but I feel like I'm tired of the game itself. I think it's my competitive drive that's exhausted. I can enjoy a game or two of Bed Wars, but have no desire to make content out of it. With a series like How to Minecraft, my goal is to create content with others I do well with and feel immersed in a community. I love SMPs and could film on them for years to come. There's also nothing new being made for it anymore.
Yet, even if they're tired of Minecraft, it goes back to my point that I mentioned 2 seconds ago. These other games were not getting them as many views as Minecraft videos would. So it presents a difficult choice. Make videos that you know are going to get views and ultimately money, or play different games and risk losing views and subscribers. I think this is exactly what makes gaming an incredibly fickle genre on YouTube. Lifestyle creators, for example, you might watch them grow up from high school to college to adult life, with their content shifting as they grow older. The audience is there to watch the person behind the back-to-school videos and dorm room hauls, but it's just different with gaming. And it is confusing. I don't want to pretend to understand why it is the way that it is. Something I will bring up is friend group content. Friend group content is a double-edged sword. On the one hand, many viewers can identify with a friend group of content creators, comparing them to their own group or wishing that they had a friend group like them. In addition, friend group content can be great for discoverability. I discovered one of my favorite creators, PeteZahHutt, through Bajan Canadian Battle Dome videos. Friend group content has its pros and cons. On the topic of niche locking, I would consider friend group content as a niche within a niche. It is definitely not something to rely on for long-time viewer retention. In addition, if you step into friend group content too early, without establishing your own personality first, you run the risk of having a stale solo personality and unable to hold viewers in solo content. In friend groups, people really depend on and riff off of each other to make jokes and carry the content. Solo content, it's a lot harder to do that because you're basically just talking to a camera. Friend group content can be a lot of fun, and nowadays you have people saying, I miss Team Crafted, so you take that as you will. It does come with risks. With both daily uploading and lack of diversity in content in mind, it is very easy to come to the conclusion that any normal person would be burnt out from making content. At the same time, it's very easy to understand why someone might continue to make Minecraft content despite being burnt out from it, especially if the algorithm is rewarding it. Back to that comment I made about 700 episodes of survival games, no shade to Bajan Canadian at all. As you can see, I like him a lot. I commend him for his ability to make 709 episodes of survival games. I feel for him the most. Out of all of the Minecraft creators that I watched at the time, I'm sure he was super burnt out. Mayo Clinic describes burnout as, job burnout is a special type of work-related stress, a state of physical or emotional exhaustion that also involves a sense of reduced accomplishment and loss of personal identity. They describe the risk factors of burnout as, you have a heavy workload and work long hours. You struggle with a work-life balance. You feel you have little or no control over your work. When it comes to content creators, it is incredibly important to state how at risk these people are to burning out. Creators often work long hours and struggle with work-life balance, as the job does not end when you hit the publish button. Creators must also create content on other social media platforms, respond to comments, and interact with their viewers. Sky shared the amount of hours they spent making videos.
Grinded a lot to do that. My entire days and nights were just gone, focused on like 3D world. I would spend like 20-hour days, and then I would only sleep like 4 hours.
For how long?
2-3 years for the beginning.
You worked 140 hours a week for 2 to 3 years.
And while creators have control over their video topic, editing, and social strategy, they do not have control over how their video is received. They don't have control over whether or not YouTube is going to push their video, and they have no control over whether viewers will click on their video at all. Content creators are the product that they're marketing and selling rather than an item. So I would imagine that it's easy for them to feel that their numbers define them as a person. It's also important to mention that many of the creators that I've mentioned did not plan for YouTube to become their career. They may have uploaded a video or two on this new game called Minecraft, but they didn't expect to basically overnight become a huge content creator. A career has been basically handed to them, and they haven't created the foundation to support this new work lifestyle that they've essentially been thrown into. They see the numbers going up and step on the gas until years down the line they're running on empty. Mayo Clinic also states that burnout can have an effect on one's mental health. Sky Does Minecraft often shared their experience with their own mental health and needing to take breaks from posting on YouTube. I want to note that it is incredibly commendable that Sky shared their experiences with their struggles with mental health with their audience. I think sharing that publicly could really help others who might be struggling as well. JeromeASF talked about his experience dealing with depression.
It's partly you watch these YouTubers. Like when I was blowing up on YouTube, think about that. When I first blew up on YouTube in 2013, where most of my audience had come from, where most of everything came from, how insane is it to think about that behind the scenes there? I was fairly depressed. I was in a very bad place in my life, but all I was keeping me going was this dream that I had. And look, we all have problems. No matter how perfect people's lives they look, they sometimes aren't. And at the end of the day, if you actually have a dream, if you really don't be like, oh, like, I'd love to be this one day, I want to do this. No. There's a difference between wanting and like you feel it. You feel it. And if you feel it and you're not giving it your all, whatever it is,
then you feel
what
off.
Are you doing? What are you doing?
You're not in the position that you believe you should be in.
So, because of the fact that many of these creators had this lack of diversity in their content, it may have been difficult to grow with their audience. I think growing and evolving with your audience in the gaming genre specifically is much more difficult than in other genres. In gaming, it's not 100% clear what game your audience will be into next. After Minecraft, the next most popular game that came out was Fortnite, which can be vastly different from Minecraft depending on which niche you were into at the time. In addition, shifting from one game to another could have consequences. First, you run the risk of losing your audience who is not shifted to play this other game, and it's hard to know what percentage of your audience that is. And I imagine it can be broken down a little further too. What percentage of the audience is shifting to Fortnite? What percentage is playing a different game? What percentage is still playing Minecraft? What percentage has quit gaming entirely because they're growing up and going to college? Deadlox briefly mentions his content shifts on YouTube.
And I didn't know what to do next on my channel because I turned into a reaction channel and I tried doing some gaming, but it seemed like all the gaming people were gone and that channel was basically, reaction. But I couldn't really continue the reaction videos, that people wanted to see. So I basically dropped the Deadlox MC project and channel for quite a while.
It's unfortunate because it seems like Deadlox really hit that block too, where he shifted his content to these reaction style videos and all his gaming fans kind of left. So by starting this new channel, he's been able to focus on content that he wants to create without being held to the previous standards of his other channel. Yet, even years after he stopped creating Minecraft videos, he still receives these comments.
I'm so sad all my favorite Minecraft YouTubers are deleting their main channel or changing their channel into Fortnite channels. I really wish Fortnite never came out because basically all I see on YouTube now is kid buys V-Bucks with mom's credit card or Fortnite live stream. Fortnite this, Fortnite that, it's everywhere and it's literally driving me crazy.
And this comment, made in 2019, really only proves the point that when you change your content, there is a percentage of people who are going to be unhappy. As a fan of Team Crafted myself, I grew up. I went to college. I watched these YouTubers from middle school until I graduated high school. I did not move on to Fortnite. I actually thought that game was kind of cringe, so of course I'm not going to watch their Fortnite videos.
Like we said, a lot of them are really grown up, like I grown up.
They all have jobs, they don't have time to watch YouTube.
It's a tough choice for creators to make, especially if the algorithm has rewarded you for so long. It almost feels like gambling to, up and change your content and take that risk. This takes us back to the YouTube Academy article that mentioned that when creators are first starting out, they create content within a niche group, rather than appealing to a larger audience. I think it's a place where creators went wrong, but I think they were misled by YouTube's algorithm itself. While they mainly posted Minecraft content, their non-Minecraft content was not received as well. So I'm sure to an extent they didn't play other games because these other games were not getting them the same views as Minecraft. So when they shifted their content, it seemed to be kind of jarring because they went years and years and years of posting Minecraft content to now, oh, they're introducing Fortnite, and many people don't like that. That being said, it's incredibly hard to say where someone like Sky Does Minecraft would be if they posted a variety of content. I also want to mention that many of these YouTubers did shift from Minecraft content to Fortnite. And whether they went to a full 100% shift or a 60-40 split, the view counts were mixed. Sky shifted in November 2018 and still played Minecraft, whereas Bajan shifted in late 2017, not long after Fortnite came out.
I'll speak for myself. I didn't personally make the correct pivot at the right moment. So you need to like grow with your audience in an appropriate stage rather than being too late or too early. So
you need to adapt to not only the awesome fans that, you know, grew up with us, but it's only natural to adapt to, you know, new subscribers, new fans.
It's unfortunate because it seems like many of these creators are at the mercy of YouTube and its algorithm. Many of these creators pigeonholed themselves by this lack of diversity in content, but it's very hard to blame them when YouTube was rewarding them. And when they created their entire identity around Minecraft and the Minecraft well ran dry, or when they were burnt out from making Minecraft content, they were essentially punished for changing their content. We've talked about why many of these creators might not be active anymore, or why they are active but not achieving the same kind of views they did in the Minecraft Butter era. But before I tell you what they're doing now, I do want to touch on NoahCraft. NoahCraft is an 8-part series hosted by Sky and Bajan Canadian, where they invited guests and reminisced on the golden era of Minecraft. They had guests such as JeromeASF, Captain Sparkles, and Deadlox. I think NoahCraft was heartwarming and refreshing to see these creators I used to watch in middle school really honestly reflect on their time being these massive creators. And it was very refreshing to see them talk so candidly about, you know, why they might not be active anymore or what they think of the YouTube algorithm. I just loved the behind the scenes conversations and the more grown up aspect of this content. And while the series has since ended, as a former fan of Team Crafted, I'd love to see more content like that. I know at the time when they posted it in 2020, they were asking for a certain amount of likes to continue the series and they did not achieve it, which makes me so sad. But it really felt like that series was for these now grown up fans of Team Crafted. So if you're listening, Bajan Canadian and Sky or Deadlox or any of you, I loved that content, and you know, I would love to see that more grown up aspect. Take that for what you will. Let's move on into the where are they nows. Bajan Canadian unlisted all of his videos in the early months of 2021. You can still watch his videos through his playlist on his channel. It's hard to say when he stopped creating content since his videos are only viewable in the playlist. He now owns a server called Skyblock Isles and occasionally streams on Twitch. He also recently got engaged, so congrats to the happy couple. And as of recording, Bajan Canadian posted a video for the first time in what I assume is a long time, called I Made This Minecraft Server in 100 Days. So be sure to check that one out. Jerome currently posts Minecraft videos twice daily. Besides his Minecraft YouTube channel, Jerome also posts daily on JeromeASF Roblox and Jerome Ace. I do want to say that Jerome has done really well for himself. He is the co-founder of Merch for All, where I got this amazing Bajan Canadian hoodie. You can purchase one there. He has his own PC line through Apex Gaming PCs, and he's even the host of First Class for Luminosity Academy. He even had a book series surrounding his Baka character. If you want to see me review that, let me know in the comments. Deadlox quit his main Minecraft channel about 2 years ago, according to his video, Quitting My Minecraft Channel 4. He posted reaction videos for a while before fully shifting to Fortnite. He now posts daily or semi-weekly for Fortnite videos. In this video, Deadlox explains what happened to his original Minecraft channel.
I basically partnered with a company for them to run that channel, and there's still a lot of things being sorted out with that channel, and it does have a bright future. So, stay tuned for that. That's basically sums it all up.
So this is the old Deadlox MC channel. I found it by directly typing in youtube.com/c/deadloxmc, and it redirected here. The only mention of Deadlox I could find was in the community tab. There is no Minecraft. It is these compilations of reality TV clips, and zero mention of the history of what this channel was. As of recording this video, Deadlox has not posted on either of his channels for a little bit now. HuskyMudKipz seemingly stopped posting in January of 2015, his last video being a Digimon Minecraft video. 3 years later, he uploaded an original song he wrote under the name Dr. Q, and a year later he started a series called Life After YouTube, where he gave updates on his life and spoke candidly about his struggles with his mental health. In February of 2020, HuskyMudKipz started posting Minecraft videos again, and seemed to post and stream rather consistently on his channel. But as of recording this video, he has not posted for 5 months. While he wasn't a Team Crafted member, he was still on the fringes of the group, so I wanted to mention him here. NoahCraft for the Win's last video was posted in 2015. He took half a decade off due to wanting to live a normal life.
Long story short, I'll be 100% straight up. At the time, I was like 16, 17. I went from being a kid in, grade 9, grade 10, who wasn't very popular, didn't have a lot of friends, to overnight, everybody hearing about YouTube, everybody wanting to be my quote unquote friend, having, more than enough money to do whatever I wanted to do at that time. So I literally just fell out of it. It wasn't that I didn't like doing it anymore. It's just that every day I had so many people coming up to me or like hitting me up like, yo, no, let's go go-karting. Yo, no, let's do this. Yo, no, let's do that. On top of that, I had my first girlfriend at the same time. And I became like addicted to living quote unquote a normal life.
He came back to YouTube with Among Us content on his new channel, It's Noah. He currently streams on Twitch and owns a server called Hexic. And despite his break, I'm incredibly happy to see him creating. I'm gonna say that for most of them. Another fringe Team Crafted member, he's one of my favorites, so I wanted to mention him here. PeteZahHutt has been uploading to his channel on and off. He went hard on Minecraft for 6 years with Battle Dome content and various content from SMPs. He briefly stopped posting Minecraft videos to post Satisfactory, Ark, and content from other various games, but he's back on the Minecraft grind once again. His last upload on his YouTube channel was about 2 months ago, but he streams regularly on Twitch. In conclusion, which is how I end all of my essays. It's not very creative, but it is indeed the conclusion. While YouTube has made many changes to their platforms, many of the issues that these creators experienced from 2013 until 2016 still remain today. While daily uploading is not required anymore, many YouTube creators are still fearful of taking breaks.
So I decided I would take a break on YouTube. Now, taking a break on YouTube is terrifying because the way that YouTube works is that it's like a marathon. You need to be consistent or else you will be forgotten. You know what I'm saying? You can't overdo it, right? You can't do too much. You can't upload too many videos or else you're annoying. But you also can't neglect uploading because if you do, then you'll be forgotten. It's the same thing as a marathon. If you run too fast, you'll burn yourself out. If you run too slow, you'll finish last. You have to find the happy medium, But that's why taking a break on YouTube is scary because it feels like if you take a break, you'll be forgotten.
And again, I really want to hammer this point home. YouTubers are freelancers. They do not have unions. They do not have insurance from YouTube. They are not protected. They don't receive the same kind of benefits that other traditional jobs get. They're creating on this platform that is constantly changing. They're also at the mercy of the YouTube algorithm. In addition, many of these creators have terrible work-life balance. They're super at risk of being burnt out. While we might not answer it today, it really begs the question, where does this responsibility fall? I think influencer culture is still a relatively new concept and growing bigger with every platform that pops up. I think some of the responsibility falls on the audience and some falls on the platforms themselves to create an environment that allows for sustainable creation. You can place some blame on the influencer, however, it's hard to know everyone's situation. Based on what I've previously outlined, it makes sense why YouTubers have poor work-life balance. They don't prioritize their mental health and upload constantly. While this video only tackles YouTube and its algorithm, I would be interested to see how this all tracks on a platform like TikTok. I wish all of these content creators well, and I hope for them the same success that they found back in the Minecraft Butter era. Hi everyone, my name is Pebs or Sheridan. It's very nice to meet you. This is the first video on my channel. I am a former Minecraft YouTuber and e-athlete. I currently work in esports besides doing this as a little hobby. I hope you'll consider staying and subscribing and watching my videos. Let me know what topics you'd like for me to cover. Be sure to leave a comment down below to boost my video in the algorithm. And yeah,